So ladies and gentlemen, I just logged on. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what mages are looking right now. So I'm going to quickly just go over like the base abilities and stuff like that. Let's start with Arcane. Let's just go in order, okay? We'll go Arcane, Fire, Frost for these talent trees. Now, what I've seen so far is a lot of like complaints. I've seen a lot of complaints, my friends. So we got Arcane Intellect, we got Food, we got Fire Blast. Everybody has Frostbolt. Everyone has Time Warp, and then for spells, there's really not that many. Okay, so here we go. So for Arcane, we will go to Talents, and we'll take a look, okay? First thing we'll do is go into a Mage talent point. So mages just get Prismatic Barrier, or does this change based off what spec you play? I'm gonna assume that it changes based off what spec you play. Has like a placeholder. So Arcane Mages are going to start with Prismatic, and then your first choice is Ice Block, Cone of Cold, Shatter, and Invisibility. Okay, so for Arcane, I'm going to want Ice Block. Can withstand more damage before breaking. The cooldown of Ice Block is reduced. Invisibility. Invisibility increases your movement speed. Okay, don't really care about that. Alter Time. So this is not very cool. So now we have Shatter or Cone of Cold. I think I'm going to go Shatter. I'll get Remove Curse. I'll get Spell Steal. I'll get Slow. So these are all kind of like mandatory, right? So I would say none of these choices right now are interesting, would be my first like initial impression. Like none of these are very interesting. So Ice Block cooldown or Damage Withstand from Nova. Well, let's see where this takes us. Okay, so you can choose between Incanter's Flow and Rune of Power. A little bit sad to see Rune of Power return, but I'm going to go with Incanter's Flow here. Okay, and then here you have Mass Polymorph or Blast Wave. Tempest Barrier. Gain a shield that absorbs 3% of your maximum health after you blink. So I would say immediately I don't like this. I don't want mages to be tanks. This glyph, in my opinion, was a problem throughout all of Shadowlands. Right now, there is a massive bias against mages that, you know, they're OP for whatever reason. And one of the reasons is they just don't die. They're too tanky. So I don't really want these like types of tanky talents, you know what I mean? But we'll look at it, okay? Now you can choose between Blast Wave or Mass Polymorph. I personally don't think Mass Polymorph is really going to get used very much. I don't really know when you would use, there's not that many cases for it. Like I see people on Twitter complaining about Mass Polymorph, but it's a 10-yard range and you put every single person on DR and chances are it's just going to break. And Blast Wave is interesting. It gives you an extra knock, but it doesn't do any damage. So Blast Wave, in my opinion, for it to be interesting, it needs to do damage like it used to. You know, think of like Vanilla and the Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. Like that's the kind of damage Blast Wave needs to do. It can't do no damage. Okay, so I don't really even like that. I don't even know if I'm going to pick either of those, to be honest with you. I literally don't even know if I want either of those. Double DB melee into Mass Sheep into Kill Healer. I mean, yeah, I guess stuff like that can work. It's so gimmicky though, man. I hate it. If you think about like the current playstyle, yeah, you're right. So basically you'll just use Mass Polymorph instead of Rune of Frost or Ring of Frost, right? It's the same thing. Instead of using Ring of Frost, you'll just use Mass Polymorph. That's it. Tome of Antonidas. Okay, you get haste. Reduces magic damage. All right. Frost Nova duration is increased. So it only lasts 6 seconds. Wait, let me get this straight. So Frost Nova got nerfed to 6 seconds, and then there's a 2-point talent to make it 8 seconds again. Is that right? Mirror Image. Mirror Image cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds whenever a mirror image dissipates due to direct damage. Reduplication. You're healed for 5% of your maximum health whenever a mirror image dissipates. Reabsorption. So I guess you're going to want... This sounds like a pretty good... Like, these are some pretty solid defensive talents here. Ice Nova. Your barrier's cooldown recharges faster while your shield persists. Ice Flows or Shimmer. Makes your max mage spell with the cast time longer than 10 seconds. So this is... Wait, this is for all specs now? So all specs get run casting with Ice Flows? Master of Time reduces the cooldown of Alter Time when Alter Time resets. When Alter Time resets the cooldown of Blink. Okay, so Master of Time is insane. Oh my god. This is my first impression of just like the base talent tree. The defensive options are just so good, man. Increase your movement speed by 5% for 2 seconds after casting Blink and 20% for 5 seconds after returning from altar time. This is kind of a cool talent, but yeah. Does that reset Shimmer? That's a good question. Let's see. Let's actually take a look at that. So I'm gonna altar time, Shimmer, altar time back. It does, yeah. It resets Shimmer. It's like displace. Oh God, man. So mages have even more mobility now. Oh no. But bro, that's really good. The cooldown of Blink is reduced by 1.5 seconds. Okay. Greater invisibility. Oh, all mages get greater invisibility now? Oh no, man. So all mages have greater invisibility wall now. So I'll tell you this right now, guys. Mages are just, they have all these like tank talents, man. They just like took all the tank talents. Why? Diverted energy or barriers heal you? PvEers must really not like this. Frigid winds, all of your snare effects reduce the target's movement speed. Additionally, Ring of Frost. This is one thing that I didn't like. I didn't like that they brought Ice Ward back. I thought that this would be such a good spot for Deep Freeze. Or maybe it needs to be deeper. Maybe you shouldn't be able to get Dragon's Breath and Deep Freeze, but I don't like Ice Ward. Ice Ward's such a boring talent. I feel like nobody likes it. While channeling, your mage abilities recover cooldowns are reduced by 10%, 10 seconds, okay? So Shifting Power is a 1 minute cooldown. Dragon's Breath, a 45-second cooldown, and then Meteor. I kind of feel like Meteor and Dragon's Breath are really not my favorite. Like, call me crazy, but there's a few things I don't like. I don't like that Greater Invisibility is for all mages. I don't like that Dragon's Breath is for all mages, and I don't like that Meteor is for all mages, personally. I feel like Meteor should just be like a baseline fire spell. Shouldn't even be a talent, in all honesty. I feel like the specs need like their own identity a little bit. Like I can appreciate some of the stuff they're doing, but like my knee-jerk reaction looking at these is that there's a lot of defensive talents, like really, really crazy defensive talents. But I don't like when mages are just tanks. I don't like when mages are just tanks that don't do any damage. That's what I think. Anyways, let's look at the Arcane Talents. Arcane Barrage, Arcane Missiles, Rule of Threes. When you gain your third Arcane charge, the cost of your Arcane Blast or Missiles is reduced. Don't like that. Clear Casting, but you need to get it. Ugh. Okay. Arcane Surge. So you basically, I don't like this because Prismatic Barrier reduces magical damage by an additional 5%. Arcane Familiar. Oh no. You have to get Arcane Familiar to get Arcane Tempo? Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Arcane Blast has a 10% chance to generate an additional Arcane Charge. Oh no. I guess I have to get Rule of Threes. Imp Barrage, Imp Shield, Presence of Mind. I like Arcane Tempo. Standing still for 10 seconds grants you Foresight, allowing you to cast while moving for 4 seconds. I don't really like that. Not a big fan. Enlightened. Okay. Chrono Shift. Touch of the Magi. Arcane Power. Arcane Surge lasts additional 3 seconds and grants 25% increased spell damage. You have to stand still for 10 seconds. Arcane Barrage grants you 2% of your maximum. Okay, I don't mind that. Resonance, I like that. Supernova, cool. I need amplification. Need improved clear casting. Consuming clear casting increases the damage of your next 2 arcane blasts by 20%. I don't mind that talent. Slipstream. Oh god, man, you're gonna be able to just run around and channel arcane missiles? Like, it's cool, but clear casting is a 5% increased chance to proc. I like that. What are the final talents? Charged Orb. Arcane Orb gains 1 additional charge. Orb Barrage. Casting arcane missiles 15 times. Fires an arcane orb towards the target. I don't really... Radiant Spark. Yeah, I don't want that. Arcane Barrage deals an additional 50% damage against targets below 100% health. What? What are these? Cascading Power. Consuming a mana gem increases spell power. You have to spec into mana gem? That's weird. Arcane Blast has a potential to grant expanded potential, which causes your next clear casting to not be consumed. Arcane Harmony is... oh, I'm so sad. I feel like I need all these. Arcane Charges further increase mastery effectiveness of Arcane Blast and Arcane Barrage. I want all these, man. I want Arcane Orb. Once again, I feel like I want... Arcane Orb should just be like baseline, I swear, dude. And then... that's good. No, it's not good. Because it's like all things that need the... like you to make the spec feel fluid, I feel like you need it. Well, I'm definitely not getting... I hate Radiant Spark, even though Radiant Spark might be the best. Arcane Harmony, I think, is interesting. All the routes feel kind of weird. Maybe with max talents, it'll be different. Okay, so the Arcane Tree, to me, you're forced to pick up a lot of talents I don't like. All right, now we're going to check out Fire. We already know the mage talent points. We'll go through this, okay? So, Pyroblast. Fire Blast. Your Fireball and Pyroblast spells always deal critical strike when targets are... okay, so I don't mind this choice. That's like a pretty iconic talent choice. Hot Streak, obviously. Fireball. Wait, what? Oh, this is the improved Fireball thing. Fireblast always deals a critical strike. Okay, so these are like mandatory. I don't get this. Doesn't it feel like you just have to fill them all out? Does anyone else feel like that? Like, I feel like I just have to fill out everything. There's not even a choice. I literally just have to put in 1 point in everything. It's so weird. Okay. Conflagration. Blaster Master. Molten Sky Fury. Living Bomb. Ignite deals 25% more damage while combustion is not active. While combustion is active, your fire recharge 50% faster. Kindling your fireball, reduce cauterize, flame on by 2 points, I guess. Get combustion, critical mass. Improve Scorch. Casting Scorch on targets below 30% health increases their target's damage. Additionally, Scorch critical strikes increase your movement speed. I feel like I don't even want that. It's like okay. I feel like they made Imp Scorch like worse. Right? I think Imp Scorch actually makes like Scorch Execute worse. Like it's like not as good. It's not as interesting anymore. Phoenix Flames and Dragon's Breath always critically hit, and Dragon's Breath always Dragon's Breath contributes to Hot Streak. Yeah, well, you're just gonna get that, I think. Consuming Hot Streak grants you 2% increased intellect. This effect, okay, Fire Mind. Pyroblast has a 35% reduced cast time and 15% increased critical strike chance. The duration of combustion is reduced by 50%. That's it. I actually like this talent. Wait. I actually legitimately like this talent. This is like one of the coolest ideas I've seen. Like, I feel like there should be more stuff like this. Out of everything that I've criticized so far, this is like the one talent that I actually think is interesting. So basically you nerf your own combustion by 50%, but it buffs Pyroblast in a big way. So Pyroblast has a 35% reduced cast time and a 15% increased critical strike chance. That being said, yeah, what is the cast time of Pyroblast? Oh, I don't even have it. Pyroblast. It's a 4-second cast time, so it's still a really long cast. I don't think it's good even. Or your combustion grants mastery equal to 50% of your criticals and last... Well, you would never pick this. So like this talent is interesting, but you're never going to pick it. Tinder. Your next fireball is 70% increased damage. Okay, Tinder's good. What's this? Fiery Rush, Kindling. Most people are just going to play Kindling, right? Phoenix Reborn. Targets affected by your knight have a chance to erupt, taking additional fire damage, reducing the remaining cooldown of your Phoenix Flames. Okay. Pyromania, casting Pyroblast and Flame Strike. Pyroblast initial damage is increased by 5% when the target is above 70. Only 5%, oh, 10. And then Sun King's Blessing. Pyroclasm. I don't even know if I like any of the, like, what do I... So let's go Frost now. So that was Fire. Let's look Frost. All right, here we go, guys. Frost. Ice Lance is a talent. Frozen Orb is a talent. Blizzard is a talent. Fingers of Frost is a talent. Shatter increases your critical strike chance by an additional 25%. Okay. Frostbite. Frostbolt critical strike empowers Ice Lance. I kind of like that. So when you get Frostbolt crits, it stacks up your Ice Lance. I don't mind that. Cold Snap, and it kind of rewards you for free casting. Flurry. Obviously, you're going to want Flurry. You're going to need Winter's Chill. I don't like that Flurry and Winter's Chill are 2 talent points. It's absolutely mandatory. Like, I don't know why those two aren't just together. Like, Flurry should just put up Winter's Chill. I don't like that. Ebon Bolt. Frozen Touch. Flurry now has 2 charges. Lonely Winter or Summon Water Elemental. Okay. Increases Frostbolt damage by 5%. Fingers of Frost and Powered Ice Lances deal 30% increased damage to frozen targets. Frozen Orb deals 100% damage when hitting only 1 target. So this is one thing. Man. Blizzard has a 30% chance to increase the damage of your next Cone of Cold by 6%, stacking up to 30 times. How much damage does Cone of Cold do? Let's see. Let's see how much damage Cone of Cold does as a base. Do I even have Cone of Cold? Where's Cone of Cold? Hell is it? Oh, it's a general talent. Oh, there. Oh, let's see what Cone of Cold does as a base. All right, as comparison, let's see what Frostbolt hits for. Frostbolt hits for, that was a crit. Crit. 800, and Cone of Cold hits for 3. This is one of my problems. One of my problems with talents like this that have such ridiculous modifiers on it. So like you stack this 3 times. Increases your next Cone of Cold by 20%, 30 times. So 20%, 30 times is an absolutely outrageous modifier. So basically that means the only way Cone of Cold can exist is by doing no damage when talents like this exist. 20%, 30 times. The PvP talent will just get nerfed though. The PvP talent isn't going to exist. They're going to delete it. Icy Veins. So you have to pick up Icy Veins, obviously. Glacial Assault. I never really liked Glacial Assault. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Your Frostbolt has a 20% chance to hit 2 additional targets. And that, okay. Freezing Rain. I do like Freezing Rain. I feel like I don't have enough talent points. Whenever you attempt to chill a target, you'll gain Bone Chilling. All right. Yeah, Frostbolt and Flurry have a 15% chance. All right, Splitting Ice. Your Ice Lance and Icicles now deal 5% increased damage and hit a second target. Ray of Frost. I hate Ray of Frost. Doesn't do any damage, man. Frostbolt and Flurry have a 15% chance to generate 15 Icicles. That's got to be a tooltip error. There's no way. That's not true at all. So once again, Frost Mages are going to be incentivized to just spam Blizzard on people. You're just an AoE spec again.